It is 2 o'clock, and welcome to the OAUG orientation. My name is Chris Cady, and I appreciate you taking time this afternoon to participate in this webinar. I hope you'll find it interesting. I hope you'll get some information out of it, and we'll try to keep it brief. If you have any questions, I'm going to answer them at the end of the session. If for some reason you need to drop off, you can always call the membership number, and I can talk to you directly about any questions you might have regarding the OAUG and membership benefits. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll do a quick overview of the OAUG and what we do here. We are an international users group, so we serve thousands of members all over the world. Our job is to connect you with each other and give you the information that you need to be successful. We try to do this by focusing on three main things: education, networking, and influence. For education, we really want to try to provide you with whatever resources you might need to make your work life easier. Networking, we want to connect you with your peers so that you have user-to-user conversations that can help you learn from one another. We're also going to try and connect you with vendors and consultants who can offer an outside perspective. And influence, we want you to have an influence in the Oracle community. And so we want you to be abreast of what's happening with them, what is the latest news that's coming out of Oracle, and also influence when and how they release their new products. And we do that by speaking as one voice. So who benefits from an OAUG membership? These are the job titles that we see most often, but we're here to help anybody. So you can see them right there: information technology and database administrators. We have a lot of members that are business analysts, project managers, accountants, or fall into a financial or risk assessment group. But we're really here for anybody that is using Oracle applications. What applications are covered? These are the ones that we have the most requests for information on, and also what we have the most educational material available for. So if you're using any of these, eBusiness Suite, Hyperion, Fusion, Indicia, any of these, you're really in the right place. Every one of these applications is covered under your OAUG membership, which means we have white papers and other types of learning available for all of these. We talk about education. It's a major benefit of your membership in OAUG. We hold live e-learning webinars every month. We have online conferences that you can attend. And of course, the biggie is our annual Collaborate conference. It occurs every April. If you were not able to go last April, we will be opening registration for that for the 2017 Collaborate in October. The papers from last year's conference should be available now online if you are a member. If you are thinking about Collaborate 2017, and I really hope you are, we have already begun the call to submit papers for presentation. It started last month, and it is open until October 7th. So if you are thinking about presenting, be sure to get your paper in before that date. If you're someone who prefers to learn via reading, then our conference paper database is really perfect for you. We have over 5,000 white papers. You can search the directory based on topics, keywords, authors. If you're not a member, you can see an abstract, but you need to be a member to be able to download the entire paper. So when looking for information, I would encourage you to start with the conference paper database and then move from there if you're not finding what you need. Our goal is to help you enhance your knowledge. We try to do that in a variety of ways. Everyone learns differently, so we try to offer a variety of options. We have live events where you can actually speak with the presenter and ask questions in person. some like the conference paper database, as we've talked about. And then to add to these opportunities, members can access recorded e-learning sessions through our website. So everything that we do, we record, and it is available on the website 24/7, all of the sessions. They're recorded, they're archived, they're categorized. So whether you can get on a webinar, go to a live event, or just be looking at the conference paper database, you have options for learning that are available to you around the clock. We also want to help you stay up to date. And one of the best ways to do this is by receiving and reading the OAUG Insight magazine. It is one of our highest ranked member benefits. It is produced 4 times a year, quarterly, and each organization that has a membership gets 10 hard copies. Outside of those 10, all members have access to the magazine on the website. And there's a lot of interesting articles in there. They're practical. We have some user experiences. There's some different information on sort of the latest and greatest, what's coming up, best practices. It's a great benefit. As members, you also have newsletters that will keep you up to date on educational opportunities that are coming up, and also different resources that we might be adding to the benefits, different resources that are out there to help you with learning regarding your different applications and how they're being used and what best practices are available. So the newsletters are very valuable. Another great resource is our buyer's guide. We actually just sent one out. It is produced 1 time a year. It's packaged with the fall edition of the OAUG Insight magazine. It is also available online, as is everything else. The buyer's guide it's a searchable directory of service providers and consultants. So if you are in need of a third party to come in and get you started, it's a good place to go to get that information and get people who are familiar with exactly what you're looking for. When you visit the OAUG website, I'm going to encourage you to take a look at what our members say. It's a new page. It's not as new as it was. It's a couple of months old, but it's still pretty new. It is located under the membership tab on our website. On this page, you're going to find stories of our members. They've put them together, and they're talking about how OAUG has helped them in their career. The slide shows you what the page looks like. You can fill out a form. You can share your story on this page. By clicking on it, it'll say share yours. You can see that in the line. Everyone's got a story. And that will direct you to the page where you can actually submit your own story. And if you watch member videos, you'll have an opportunity to enter a drawing for a $100 Amazon gift card. So kind of a fun page, interesting, puts you in a face-to-face situation with other members and what's happening with them and how it's helped, and also gives you some opportunity to be a part of something different. The OAUG is very focused on making your work life easier, and one of the ways that we really think is very important, it's by connecting with your peers and learning from people who are in the industry with you. We encourage you to connect with other users so you can see what is working for them. We connect you with consultants and vendors, and we've talked about that. And we connect you with Oracle because we're looping them in and keeping you up to date on that front. That combination is very comprehensive. But along those lines, I would also encourage you to look into our community groups. We have geographic groups that we refer to as GEOs. They are for users who live in a geographically defined area. They get together for meetings and different events to share information and network. There are over 30 geographical groups, and you will find a list of them on our website. We also would encourage you to take a look at our special interest groups. We call them SIGs. They are usually geographically dispersed, but they share an interest in a specific industry or a specific product line. So they often hold calls for training and for different updates and for information sharing. But because they are spread out literally all over the world, they tend to meet maybe once or twice a year, usually at the Oracle Open World event that just occurred, or at Collaborate, which is again in the spring. We have 48 of those special interest groups, and I'm sure we'll be adding more. So I'm going to encourage you to look under the User Community tab on the OAUG website, and you'll see the list of the geographical and special interest groups there, and you can get information regarding webinars and their community events. Great networking opportunities. Another great way to connect with your peers and mentors is through the OAUG Young Professionals Forum. We started this a few years ago. It covers a variety of topics on calls every 2 months. So if you are a member, remember to check the website for those. Previous calls have been recorded and, of course, are available on the website. It's a great place for young professionals who are getting into the industry, but it's also a great place for people who've been in the industry to mentor and connect with people who are younger and coming out and looking for tips and information. It's a great two-way street. I'm going to tell you to keep your eye on the website. October, I do not know what the Young Professional event is. I don't believe that they have defined it yet. They have just finished up at Open World in California. If you were not able to attend that, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of information coming out about what occurred at Open World for the young professionals and for OAUG as a whole. We also encourage you to connect with others by joining our social media outlets. We have a LinkedIn page. You can ask questions here and reach out to your peers. We also have a promotions tab where you can talk about upcoming non-OAUG webinars that might be helpful. Our official OAUG Twitter handle is @OAUG1. We use that to share the latest news with you and keep you informed. And of course, we have the old standbys, Facebook and YouTube. And as Collaborate draws closer, we will have a Twitter handle specific to the Collaborate event. So with everything that membership offers, remember also that it provides you an opportunity to be connected to Oracle and to have influence there. And most of this is done through our Customer Support Council. The council speaks as one voice on behalf of OAUG member. So your individual voice does have impact. The OAUG Customer Support Council serves as an advocate for the greater Oracle users community, and they do really have an influence on product and policy decisions, and it doesn't cost you anything else. So your membership includes that, and it's just something I think people do not think about all the time, what the membership is doing collectively to give feedback to Oracle that ends up being useful to you individually on a day-to-day basis. So if you have questions or Oracle support-related concerns, contact the Support Council. You can do that at OAUG.com. There is also a Support and Focus newsletter that comes out. You can keep up to date with what's happening with Oracle and with the Support Council. It is a quarterly newsletter. And it is available to members. So I'm going to guess that anybody that is on this orientation webinar is either a new member, or maybe you haven't really looked at the membership in a while, or maybe you are thinking about membership. So it's good to know that 96% of our current active OAUG members would recommend membership. I would say to take this opportunity at the beginning of your membership to visit the website, which is OAUG.org, and go ahead and download a copy of the Insight magazine. For those who have not joined, who are not active members and are thinking about it, I would just say it is cost effective. It is a lot less expensive than a few hours of consulting. One membership fee covers membership for everyone in an organization, regardless of its size. There are member discounts on Collaborate, and they are quite substantial. There are discounts on some of the other conferences as well. I know that we have had discounts on our Hyperion Online. And there is no additional charge for e-learning or any of the online resources that we have discussed. Two of the questions that come up fairly often: is there a limit to the number of memberships under a corporate membership? And the answer is no. Whether you have 10 employees, 100 employees, or 1,000 employees, they are all covered under that one corporate membership umbrella. And a lot of times we get asked, when you use a member login, does it then cost you extra after you log in to access those individual membership benefits? And the answer is no, it does not. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the website. If you can log in to OAUG.org, or you can just follow me. If you'll bear with me for a second here, I am going to see if we can get that website up. A little slow today. Okay. Should be able to see the home page right now, and I'm going to forewarn you that it scrolls, so it can be a little distracting if you're going through it on a webinar, but bear with me. This is the home page for the OAUG website. It will usually just scroll some of the events that are taking place or very recent and upcoming information. This is the home page. There is a tab about the OAUG where you can take a look at the different councils and committees, the vision, and even go down to contact us directly. Membership, if you haven't joined, you can go to the membership option page and see what your options are. That is where you'll find what our members say. That is where you signed up for OAUG orientation probably. If you are interested in being an ambassador, you can go to the ambassador program page and look at what the requirements of that are. There are volunteer opportunities, and also a way to connect to young professionals, and where we announce and talk about the Member of the Year and the Innovator of the Year, which is a awards that are voted on. Under Education and Events, you are going to locate where you're going to go to locate your conference paper database, different conferences and events that are coming up. There is information there on Collaborate 17. There is also information on the Open World that just finished up. And of course, you can see there is also information on Hyperion Online and the Connection Point Conference, which is in Northern California. And also, if you are taking webinars and are interested in getting credits. I talked earlier about networking. The User Community tab is right there, and you see below it, there is the geographical groups, the special interest groups, and then some of the recorded webinars that they have provided. So I'm just going to click on Geos real quick so you can take a look at that and just see. In theory, here we go. So there's 31, and let's just say you're located in Colorado, you can go ahead and click on their little red box, and you will be taken to their website. Each of the geographical groups as well as the special interest groups have their own websites, all accessible from the OAUG website. We have a tab for resources. This is how you're going to connect with the Customer Support Council. This is also a way to access the membership directory. And we've been doing a little something different. The OAUG Pro Tips, it changes every month or so. It's usually, it's OAUG members. I'm going to click on it for you. And it's people who are giving just a quick tip, a very, very short little video on a tip that they might have on a specific application or interest point. Something new that we have found our members are really, they're taking to. It's very quick, it's very easy. We have a publication tab where you can go ahead and subscribe to Insight Magazine. And then if you are perhaps not a user, maybe you're a consulting group and you wanted to advertise with OAUG, and also under partners, we do have companies that go ahead and not only partner with us in membership, but also partner with us for some of the conferences like Collaborate and actually exhibit there. And that is where you would connect into that option. So that is the OAUG website. I would really advise, if you're a new member, spend some time on it. There's some great information there. There's a lot of information, so it does take some time to become familiar with, but it is a great resource, truly. Okay, I think that is it. I hope that you found it useful. We tried to get through it pretty quickly. I know you guys are busy. If you have any specific questions that you do not feel like were answered today, please contact us at the membership department. You can either email us at membership@oaug.org, or certainly give us a call. Anything we can do to make the membership experience more enjoyable, more valuable, and certainly help you to get the most information that you can from the benefit. So I'm going to look and see if anybody listed any questions. It doesn't look like it. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for today. Again, email or call us if you have any questions. We appreciate your membership. Have a great day.